do this shit. We gotta be better than this. So we're going out for a sail here in France. It's February month, but it feels like spring, so it's pretty nice, 10-15 degrees. And we're sailing against the French SailGP team, and we have 2 boats in our team, so 3 boats on the start line, which is a pretty good session for us in February month, getting ready for SailGP. It's not intimidating to race the world's best sailors, but it's just sort of a bit of a, you just know you have to do your best every single day. You cannot get away with a good result if you're not at your best. There's no gifts out there, there's no luck. It's just knife in the throat sailing every single day you're out there with these guys, and that's probably the best sailing you can do. The culture we have in our team is, generated together with ROCKWOOL. It's a culture of always doing the right thing, working as hard as you can, and always make the right decisions. So we decided to come here early, a month early, simply to get as much time in the water as we could and prepare the best we could. Unfortunately, with the F50 and sailing, it doesn't always go that way. We've been here for a month now, but we only sailed 10 hours of training. With a state-of-the-art machine like the F50, it's so hard to sail it and maintain it. It takes minimum 20 people to get in the water and get it back out the same day. So training day takes a lot of preparation in terms of weather, skill, human resource, and that's why it's so complex to get the sailing hours that we wish we have.
It felt really good to be on the water again. It was not easy conditions, I would say. It was quite windy, and we sailed with a small wing, which we haven't sailed with before, and high-speed foils, and so the boat was hard to sail for sure. It wasn't an easy day, and we made a lot of mistakes, but it's day one, and we're pretty happy that we kept everything in one piece, and every crew member safe and sound as well. So that's also very positive on day one.
It was a big experience for me. I just had it half an hour before going on the boat and just watching the guys and seeing what I had to do and stuff. But I don't think you can imagine how it is like before you go on the board.
Today was my first day on the F50, and it was amazing to finally get on board. I've been waiting for this moment, so really happy to try it now.
Having Anne-Marie and Katja on side has been, very good, and it's been easy. They fit in really well with the team. They're very professional, both of them. They know how it is to perform, and they gel well with the team, and they work hard from day one. So it's been very good, and I think they also enjoy it. I think they enjoy the F50. It's quite a fun boat to sail when you do get to sail it.
I think what I can bring in from my Olympic campaign in the F49FX is that the eagerness to learn and the knowledge of how much it takes to actually become the best in the world. And yeah, that's basically it. I know about 49er sailing, but I don't know about F50 sailing, and but I know how to learn, and I know how to become a better sailor in whatever boat you're sailing in.
A great opportunity for me. I've been sailing the Laser for 12 years, so I also needed some new perspective in sailing. And I haven't been sailing, to be honest, other boats. So this is a great opportunity for me to be a part of and learn from all the guys. And obviously it's not the greatest timing in terms of being here in Bermuda and taking time out from my campaign, but I think it's giving me more than it's taking from the campaign. It's just one of those opportunities that you don't say no to, even though it's bad timing in terms of the Olympics. But I think my coach and my whole team at home, they're trying to help me as much as they can. It's just going to take a long time to catch up, but I'm very excited for the job, and I'm super happy to be here and be humble about getting into this project.
The level in this fleet is just super high, but I'm very confident that the Danish sailing team with the super amazing sailors that we have is gonna go out there and really, yeah, show what you got. And that's all we can do for now.
It's been 10,000 hours since we finished the last SailGP race in Sydney, and there hasn't been 1 hour where we haven't thought about the next SailGP race, where we could come back and show our improvement and show our real skill and level. And that's just a big part of our everyday life. And when we finally come race day 1 here in Bermuda, there's a lot of pressure on in the morning, and these mornings are quite stressful, but also quite enjoyable. We're finally here and we can go do what we do best, which is sail this boat fast. Race 1 was a tough one, but also a good one. We started off very slowly and a little bit cautious, and then we just made our way through the fleet, showing that we had speed and we had the tactics that we needed. And then that race just ended in 1 second with a split decision that we just didn't do the right thing.
That was critical moment there in the race. We're dipping in boat and then about to tack and go for the top gate, and we're dipping in boat and just get too high out of the exit, flying too high. So we crash and the bowsprit there is damaged, so we have to abandon the race. But we gave it a good shot.
We're doing everything we can after that, race 1 to turn the day around and start delivering good results, but it is hard in these conditions, and it is very hard to go out and start beating top teams with that preparation we have. We want to, and we're trying to, but it's not as easy as it sometimes sounds like.
It's a terrible day.
That was pretty good.
We could have had 3 top 3s the way we sailed. We could have, if we sailed boat handling, we would have been 3 top 3s.
I know, that's what I mean. But so you're not upset about the results, are you?
Yeah. Fucking shit. We can't do this shit. We gotta be better than this.
Oh. Okay.
We knew that Sunday was going to be a very tough and challenging day. Big breeze, setup of the boat we haven't raced with before, the small wing, high-speed boards. It was very new territory for us, so we all knew that it was going to be a very difficult and very challenging day, and it proved to be right.
We're just a bit more on edge today. I think everybody's been talking a bit more about it, procedures and the calls, and it's important to be tuned in and ready to go if something happens. And it's a breezy day and new kit on a lot of the boats with a small wing, so people are a little bit more unsure, and could feel it around.
After the first day sailing and with the forecast today, they want us to have this ready to go. So in case of an accident, I can actually close the, squeeze it in like that, arm, leg, or whatever it is.
And this will be a critical point in the race. They talked about the high winds and how tricky it is.
Pop 1 and 3, coming down a little now, pop.
This turning mark's going to be absolutely crucial. Sir Ben Ainsley, well, he needs a big first race, and there's nothing better than being in the lead at mark number 1. 93, that's 94 kilometres an hour as they round mark 1. Incredible speeds there, over 50 knots. He turns away, he's down there, setting the boat up, settling. Todd, sorry to interrupt, we've got a big issue in the middle of the fleet here. Nathan Outteridge, very late to manoeuvre, and he's collided with the US crew. This is a big moment on board here. The Japanese boat on board the American boat. Hopefully no one's hurt, but that was a big misjudgment from Outteridge. These two boats are really stuck now, Freddie.
We are competitive, we want to do better, but we have to keep reminding ourselves that also what we keep telling ourselves, that we are not here to win the first event or the second or the third. So yeah, we have some positives, we'll take them with us, and the stuff that we didn't do so well, we got to go home and debrief and improve for next one. As long as we only make every mistake once, then it's all good. As soon as we start making the same mistake twice or 3 times, then we gotta do something seriously about it. But for now, we're taking every learnings and keep the head high.
Our biggest learnings in Bermuda was that we are so close between doing really well and doing really bad. Like, we're talking details that we just can't make a mistake with. So we need to make sure we never make mistakes with those details again, and then I think we're actually going to have some very good results really quickly. The farm's always been the place where I can go and sort of shut down a little bit and think and get away from everything. When I'm on the farm, it feels like I'm a million miles away from the SailGP and all the sailing, so it's my go-to place. The balance in work and privacy is key to doing a good job when sailing at the SailGP. You need to be able to go away and regroup and rethink and you know, just get a little bit of a break so you come back with full energy and full of new ideas and drive to really want to bring it to the next level every single time we go sailing. So you really need a good place or a good area where you can go to and just be more relaxed and be yourself. And for me, that's the farm, and it always has been the farm that I go to when I need to shut down. Expectations, you know, are the same as they've always been. Long term, we want to win the SailGP, but short term, we want to learn quickly and make the right decisions. So it hasn't changed. It's just, you know, it's the end goal, but the road to that end goal keeps changing and adjusting as we go through different, you know, challenges and some of the challenges we can control ourselves, and some is just from the outside world, and we just have to deal with that the best way we can. But we keep the goal in mind and we just try to get there in the right way and the quickest way we can. I think we all, as athletes, are really wearing our results, we're wearing our performance. So if we have a bad event or a good event, we are taking it home with us, and we have to, you know, still keep doing the right thing. It can be a bit heavy as a new team, getting, you know, loss after loss after loss, even though you know that's coming as a new team, but it still can be heavy. But I think we're doing a good job, you know, supporting each other, keep reminding ourselves we are doing the right things every day we go sailing, and keep reminding ourselves if we put in the hours, we will get the results. There's no magic to it. It's just details and work and put in the hours, then you are going to get what you deserve. I don't doubt myself, but I doubt my decisions a lot, and I think that's also good sometimes, that I don't just always go with my first instinct and my first decision. I like to listen, I like to reflect and take my time, and that's sometimes I think seen as doubting, but it's actually just making sure that you have time to change the decision if you make the wrong decision. It's not too late. Don't be stubborn. Be happy enough to put your arm on and say that wasn't the right decision, we're going to do this instead. And I think it's probably seen as doubting, but I think it's the best way forward when you're not 100% sure. And as a new team, we're not 100% sure how we're going to do everything.
I've seen a team, first of all, I've seen a team that has come a long way from the first regatta in Sydney. To be honest, I'm blown away by the improvements they've already done. I know the guys were disappointed about Bermuda and not putting up better results. And I know how hard they've worked since Bermuda to get to where we are today. I think it is such an overwhelming task to get good in these boats. And it seems like every time we go sailing, it's in conditions we haven't really seen before. So every day has been a massive learning experience. So make sure you're firing and don't show up stiff and dehydrated tomorrow.
We're always looking for performances. You know, there's never something that's not worth doing, and for this event we knew we needed more experience, we needed more help quickly so we could learn some of the mistakes we weren't quite sure of, and that's why we brought in Ian Percy as a coach, but also Christian Camp as a sailor with us.
You know, what am I here to do? Generally, obviously supportive of the guys, such a lovely, dedicated group of young athletes, so generally trying to help them in a mentoring and coaching way, but also, yeah, transferring some of the stuff we worked on inside the simulator and executing that on the water.
That's the way we're going to do it going forward as well. We are going to always ask for help if we think we can improve in some areas. We're never going to be too proud or too stubborn to look other directions. We can't do it all ourselves. We need help, and we're happy to have that.
Don't have time to cut a trash right now. Sorry. This is Conde. He doesn't speak English. He doesn't speak English, but I will tell you a little bit about Conde. We are very excited, and all the preparations up to this event comes to show now, and there's no no place to hide anymore, and that's also quite exciting and intriguing as well. So yeah, that's all.
I think, to be honest, day one was almost as good as day two. I know we didn't get results in the points, but we're sailing really, really well on day one. And it just shows small mistakes in this fleet is going to cost you a lot of points quickly. So I think in general we sailed really well in Toronto, and the difference here from Bermuda is that we are pushing harder, we are taking more risk, but we're also sailing the boat better, so we can actually pull off harder maneuvers and come out of very difficult situations stronger. And that's something we hopefully can keep doing more and more, and hopefully also do that in 20 knots one day. Yeah, fifth place is a good result as a second event, but the result is not the important thing. The result is that the important thing is that we're getting better, we're improving, and we're not making the same mistakes twice. That's what matters. And I think for our team, the end result is not really the important thing. It's always the process. It's always the way to the result. That's the fun bit and the thing we're working hard on.
It's good that we have an upward going curve, and we keep improving, and we just need to keep going this way, and then we'll make our goals.
Definitely. Really satisfied. Good day. Finally things went our way and all the brakes just fell together nicely. So perfect day.
From here on, we just got to go home again, look, how did Japan sail so well? What did they do that we didn't do? And then improve and come back in UK and hopefully stick it more to Japan in most of the races than we did here. That's the goal, and that's how we're going to improve from here on. I think the quality of the fleet in SailGP is like never seen before. It's really, really high, and it also shows out there that someone has to finish last. And on this event, Australia was not just there, and they might have had a bit of bad luck, but it's just a really high level. So if you're not sailing your A game, there's no easy way through this fleet, and I think that's obviously punished us in our first event, and we know we have to really, really sail our best to be just even mixing with these guys, and that is something we're going to keep focusing on, because there's no easy days out there. If you make a small mistake, you're going to be 8th in the race, and that's just the way it is.